Hey, we're back. Well, we are. I'm back in the shop working again. Finally finished welding up the windshield surround. I got the last really hard part. The rest of it's all pretty good. So next step is to clean up the metal and put a skim of Bondo. Actually, I think I have Bondo, brand name Bondo. I think it is. Anyway, whatever. I am putting some body filler on it. So I lay down my first bit of Bondo. Don't judge. It's the first time I ever put down Bondo. Body filler in, I don't know how long, 20, 30 years. Well, not 30, but 20 years anyways. And I have no idea what I'm doing. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos though, so I'm an expert now. So I just put it down now, and what I've read so far is I let it get a little tacky, and then I take rough sandpaper to bring it down to level. Yeah, don't want to let it fully cure because it's, I guess, hard as a rock, obviously, but yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do now. Another 10 or 15 minutes, and it should be tacky enough, just right set to sand it with rough sandpaper. Rough being 80, 100 grit, what I figure. So I'll be back in a bit. Sanding using 40 grit. It rolls off like little kind of beads. It's not really dusty, it's kind of beady because I started when it was still tacky a bit. 40 might be a bit much on the steel, but you know, that it's steel, that'll clean up quite easily. I still got some more sand, you can see, but you can see I take a lot of it. You put on a lot and most of it comes off, but it's filling in all those little dips and stuff that was left behind. So you can see one right there. There's a lot, pretty bad dip. So I'll have to start using, instead of just using a loose sandpaper, I'll have to start using a straight edge so I can make sure that I get nice flat surfaces. So I'm going to keep going before it sets too much. Sanding off, you can see it's almost, look at my sandpaper. Yeah, it's trash, but it's kind of nice because as it fills up, it goes from 40 to 60, 80 or something. It doesn't get quite as aggressive as it keeps going on. But you can see you take off almost all of the Bondo. It's kind of hard to tell in the photo, but it is filling in the gaps. I mean, even though you can see stuff, it really is filling. I knew that there was a dimple there. I put too much heat when I was welding in a patch from here to here. You could just see the line there, and it dimpled down because I had too much heat in it. But it's coming nicely. It's coming along nicely. I like the contour there, up along the corner. It's filling in quite nice. And you don't want to lay it up too thick a Bondo, because then it can crack. I'm using a short strand fiberglass body filler, which is supposed to be better for this type of stuff. You know, as it moves, it doesn't crack. Obviously, there's still you can see some scratches in there. I'm going to take a lighter sand grit, maybe 100 or something, and I'm going to sand that down a little bit more. And then I might put another small skim on in some places. Here I'm okay. I don't know, can't see that. Here I might put another small skim. Definitely here. And I think I need to here it might be okay. I mean, it's all hidden by the windshield molding, so I don't know, I'm gonna do a little bit more sanding to get these heavy scratches out. And then I might just put a quick spray of what do you call it, primer on it, just to see what it looks like. You really can't tell when all the colors are different. Once you put primer on and it's all one color, then you can see easier to see the dips and divots and such. Yeah, and then I still got the whole other side to do yet. Not to mention the entire truck, but yes, this is a good start. Body filler. I did some there, and some there, and some there, some there. That came out nice on me. Yeah, but I'm also really happy with the way this curve went. It's pretty smooth. I don't think you'll notice any of that once there's paint on it. You can see how the body filler kind of feathers in with the steel. You know, you lay it on thick, but as you sand it, and you're sanding smooth, straight, it just pulls off the high spots until you're just left with nice straight surface. I say that now, but We'll see once I get some paint on it if I can see all that stuff or not, but hey, it's my first time. So next step is to clean it up some more, wipe it down, and mask in and apply some primer to see how it looks. Lay down a quick coat of primer, just spray stuff from Canadian Tire. As you can see, it's not too bad. I can see a little waviness here and there, but my corner, which I was really concerned about, turned it really well. This is the reason is that's paint, and you can see that as soon as you get it in the truck. That one's not covered by molding or anything. I'm using a light to see there's a little bit of a bump right there. I don't know, can you see that? A little bit of a dimple. I'm gonna wait till it dries and then I'll do another coat and see if it goes away. But coming down around the radius here, turned out okay. And along the length, yeah, you can see a little bit here and there. But it's drying inconsistently, so there's little blotches where it's drying, it's not dry. So I'll have to wait till it's dry and then we'll see from there. I think it turned out okay. Like I said, this is my first shot at it, and it's underneath the windshield molding. So, yeah. So we'll keep going at it, and we'll see what happens. But I like the way it is, but I think it's time to call it a night. And, yeah, tomorrow I'll get back at it some more, and we'll do the left side of the cab.